All right, guys. I hope everyone is having a good day. I decided today that I would do a little backtesting session, but I wanted to do it specifically the way that I would trade an evaluation. Because I noticed that after Black Friday, a lot of the prop firms release discounts on accounts, and a lot of people loaded up with evals, and a lot of people already blew those evals. So I've seen a lot of people having problems with evaluations, been getting a lot of questions about it. So I did a video about a month ago where I just kind of briefly went through my thought process on how I go about it. But I feel like it would be super, super insightful if I just did a full on back testing session of exactly how I would pass these evals. I think that would be awesome. So that's what we're going to do today. I just got a new FX replay account because I haven't back tested in ages. So I've got that loaded up. We're going to simulate a Top Step 50K account. I feel like that's the most common account by far that people get. So I've got 50K in the balance. We're going to trade MNQ. I like using the micros a lot better. You can size a lot more specifically. So that's all good. And then in terms of date, I don't want to do too recent. I don't really want to do all-time highs. I feel like that's really easy. You just long the all-time high. So we'll go back. We'll do 2022 because I definitely don't remember that. And actually, so I'm not frauding. Give me a random month in 2022. Okay, it's gonna make me do like a simulator thing. Gigacalculator.com. All right, 2022 to 2022, and pick a random month. Okay, so we got October of 2022. So that is what we're gonna roll with. So today, I think we're all good. Get the volume off my chart. We don't use that. And then let me make sure. So my New York. Remember, you have to do all this. Start another session 9:30. Okay, cool. Let's Sunday. All right, sweet. So before I do a top-down analysis, I want to go over real quick the way that I trade these evals. So I'm very, very, very aggressive with the way that I trade evals. And the only reason I'm that aggressive is because I know I've built the habits, I have the strategy, I have the skills in order to get payouts once I'm on a funded account. So the evaluation, it's really just wasting time. It's fake money. It's simulated money. I know you pay like $50 or whatever, but let's be real. Like I'm trying to get past the eval as quick as possible so that way I can get on these XFAs and actually make real money from the skill that I've built. There's no reason to spend weeks and months on these evals unless you're just starting out and you're learning. If you are learning and you're trying to treat these evals as XFAs so that way you can build confidence once you do pass them, that is totally fine. But this video is specifically going to be if you are just, you keep blowing them, you know what you're doing, you need to get on XFAs, but you just can't seem to pass your evals for whatever reason. It feels like this spiral that's never going to stop. This is for you because I'm going to show you how to just blow through them, be done with them, get you back on a funded account, and call it a day. So, all I'm looking for, a good draw on liquidity. Notice how I didn't say super strong draw on liquidity. No, I'm looking for a good draw on liquidity. I'm looking for good continuous momentum and volume towards that draw on liquidity and a safe entry. So an entry where I won't get retraced on if my draw is correct. Now, another thing I look for is to make sure that NQ and ES are correlating. But as you can see, we only have NQ on here. So there's really, I'm kind of limited on that. I guess I probably could have done it, but we're not going to do, that's going to take forever. So we're just going to be using NQ. It should be fine, but yeah, let's get right into it. So top-down analysis, just because I don't know where that, okay, so daily looking very, very bearish. Do we have any like super strong draws though? I do want to see that. Took that. Okay. That's a good draw. I guess this one too. That should be good for now. So looking very bearish, higher time frame. We're in this 4-hour gap. Let's go to the 1 hour. Pre-market's pretty bullish, but I'd still be a little bit bearish because of higher time frame. Really, like, I don't want to get too stuck on a daily bias when I'm trading these evals because I'm literally just looking for strong displacement towards a draw. So if we want to displace up and take this high, that's fine. But ideally, I would definitely want to see us displace lower. We'll just have to see what the market gives us. So we'll start on the 5-minute. We're still pretty far from the draws though. That's 300 points away, dude. Anything closer? I guess that gap. I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I'm not going to target this. This is just way too close. I need to actually get confirming direction. This looks good. Give me one more. Okay. That looks good. We're going to go long. And I'm going to put my target like a little bit below the draw just because I don't have ES on my screen. I don't know if we're going to SMT it. Like I just don't know. So I'd rather just be safe about it. Stop loss down here. And the whole idea behind this is we have a draw higher. We're very bullish pre-market. We're obviously not going lower. So I'm going to assume that if my draw is correct, that I'm not going to get stopped out because why on earth would market come all the way back down here before taking the draw? Like that, it just doesn't make any sense. There's nowhere we could retrace to before taking the draw if my draw is correct. So, and like I said, a little bit below just in case we SMT it. So let's do whatever I need to make 1500, like acons. No, I was off. 6. All right, I'll have to move this a little bit lower just so I don't get flamed. Okay, that's better. So risking 1963 with 1557 as the take profit. I do not set a stop loss. I don't. I will let it blow the whole account. Like I am risking 2,000 to make 1,500. I'm not setting a stop and trying to get a 1 to 2 risk reward. Like no, I am risking the full account, the $2,000 drawdown to make the 1,500. Because I don't think I went over this, but with the Top Step account, you need to get from 50,000 to 53,000. But there's that consistency rule, so you're only allowed to make 1,500 per day. So I am trying to pass this in 2 days. I am trying to hit for 1,500 both of those days and just be done with it. So that's how we're going to do it because that is the method I use to trade evals. So let's see. Okay, is there like, can I go quicker? That looks good. I'll go break even just in case. All right, nice. So yeah, thought process, higher time frame. We are bearish, but we have a strong draw higher. We had a very strong pre-market bullish move. So my thought process is we've been kind of ranging a little bit on the higher time frame, so I wouldn't expect just a straight flush lower. And this draw to me is very obvious. If we wanted to keep going lower, we would have respected this gap. We obviously didn't. So I'm going to look to target higher with strong momentum, and that's exactly what happened. So there, you would be halfway past your first eval, and now you only need one more trade to pass it, as opposed to taking 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 trades and wasting a whole, few weeks or month. It's just it's ridiculous. So let's go to the next day, see what we get. Okay, now this is the type of day where I really like. These are good days because I have a very obvious draw right here, very obvious momentum. Like this is the definition of a day that you want to take an eval trade. Now, will we get one? Who knows? But I'm hoping with this type of displacement, this obvious draw, like I feel like it should be pretty much a given. But just in case, do we have any draws lower? That's I mean, I guess here, but that's pretty far. Yeah, no, that'd be about it. So I'd really want to target that high. If we blow through it at open, target this high too. We're respecting any gaps. Not really. All right. Oh, back to 1 minute. Give me one more. Okay, yeah. I just wanted the, it's 9:35, right? Yeah, it's a 5-minute close. Okay, yeah, that looks good. So my thought process behind, no, we're not doing a short position. So I'll go, like I said, a little bit below the draw. Stop down here. So the idea behind this, once again, logically, my draw is very strong. It's a very good draw. We're very bullish all of pre-market. If my draw is correct, it makes no sense for us to come down past these lows before we hit the draw. So if I have the right draw, this trade is going to hit. So let's see what we get. All right, risking 19.20 to make 15.44. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. So let's see what we get here. Beautiful. And just like that, you passed your first eval. Two trades. And actually that wasn't just 2 trades. That was back-to-back days too. So in 2 days, the first week of October, you just passed your evals in your unfunded account. That's as simple as I can possibly make it. You're looking for a good draw with momentum towards that draw and a safe stop loss. That is it. Like, it really is that simple. And to some, like, I might be sounding like arrogant or whatever, but it's true. Like, over my time trading, trust me, I've been the guy that sat behind the screen on my eval for weeks, even months, and I would risk like 200. It was just ridiculous. It's like, that's gonna lose me more money over time, and I'm gonna waste more time not making money than if I were to just maybe even blow an account or two before finally passing them. But then at least I can make real money. Like, there's no reason to just sit here and just constantly stay on an eval, which is simulated money, and miss out on real money that you could be making. It's just, it's so dumb. So first eval passed. We can print out the certificate and put it on my wall. I need some stuff in here. I just moved my setup. I got a new setup, so I'm going to make it look a little nicer. But regardless, that is a good start to the back testing session. So yeah, let's go into the next day. Still be pretty bullish, to be honest. Pretty equal highs up here. Yeah, I'd really want to continue up to these highs. Is there anything we can target lower? We're in this 4-hour gap already. Yeah, really, I'd want to be more bearish for sure, but I guess if we start displacing all the way towards that low. Still 140 points away though. Higher time frame. I mean, we just have that 4-hour gap. I don't really think that matters though. What time is it? Just because a higher time frame with how bullish I want to see a little bit closer to the draw. This just looks slow. Yeah, okay, it's past 11. Yeah, and I'm not going to do the thing where I extend it to anywhere past 11 because I'm going to treat this as if I was actually on the charts. And I would not, I don't stay on the chart past 11, so I'm not going to bullshit with you guys and do it in the back testing. It's just, that's stupid. So we're going to go to the next day. Let's see what we get. Wow. Yeah, and that's why I didn't take those shorts. What is this? All right, whatever. Okay, so we took these draws already. It's not very cool. Draw 1. Draw 2. It's got to be data, right? Yeah. Ooh. Oh, it's already taken? Okay, so both data highs and lows are taken, which is actually really unfortunate. And I have noticed a lot of the times when we take both data high and low pre-market, a lot of the times the day ends up being kind of just not the best. So I guess we'll see what we get. And I still would be bullish though. I definitely would be bullish. I'll give that a shot. I like that. Do just in case we edge it. Or it's something like that. That looks good. All right, risking 1891 to make 1547. Let's see what we get here. Probably go break even here. All right. So this one the only thing that sketched me out was data highs and lows already taken. And like I said, a lot of the times market can be slow. But when we look at the higher time frame, we are obviously bullish right now. We're respecting all bullish PD arrays. We have, I guess we really didn't have a 4 hour, but we're invalidating all these 1 hour gaps. We came and respected this 1 hour gap. We're obviously pumping up. Like this is just higher time frame. This is very, very clean, very obvious draws higher. So yeah, overall just super, super simple, good trade. But now we are halfway to passing the second eval. So let's see if we can get something in the next session. Oh, wow. Do we? Dude, no way. See, this is why I'm putting a little bit below the high because I guarantee you ES came up and took that. I guarantee you. So I'm very glad we did that. Now let's see if we get anything. Let's see, we took that draw. I mean, that 4 hour gap is not the worst, but it's also, yeah, we could target the 4 hour for sure. It's a little bit close, but 1 hour, do we have anything? Is that another data candle? That's gotta be a data candle. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'd want data highs here. Data lows already taken. The 4 hours really close. Let's see if we get it. Okay. I want to see us displace the data high. Are we dead ass? Alright, so we're not going to get anything there. That's unfortunate. I really want data high. It's such a free draw. So I always really want to see it get hit, but it's alright. Whoa, okay. So now I would be super, super bearish on today. I mean, there's really no way you can be bullish. We came up. I'm sure we expected some type of daily, not quite, but we had the retrace. Higher time frame, like daily, we're still very bearish. and then we had this big displacement down, I would definitely want to see this be the draw, and then I'll mark out like internal lows as well, because if we want to take this low, we're going to take these lows first. So did we tap any gaps or anything? Did I make it? Okay, so we barely tapped into this 4-hour gap, but we did tap it, so that's good. I would want to see, definitely, I'd want to see us displace down to this low. But if I want to target higher, I guess it'd be this 4-hour gap up here. But I don't like trading in those high time frame gaps like that, especially after we invalidated this 4-hour. I'd be like very, very, very bearish. So if we can displace and close below this 15-minute gap, I'd be pretty confident. Okay, that already looks really good. Yeah, I'm taking that. For sure, taking that. Do something like that, just in case we get edged. But once again, with this trade, if you looked at this chart, you saw how bearish we were, higher time frame. We disrespected all the bullish fair value gaps. We respected the 4-hour bearish fair value gap. We have clean draws lower. In all logical sense, would you expect this point in price to get hit next or this point in price? Me personally, I would expect us to go down here. So I'm definitely willing to give this a stab, see if we can pass the second eval. Brother. Okay. Risking 17 to make 15. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. Okay, sweet. And reason I didn't go break even. So I only go break even when it's like we're edging the draw. And in this case, like my take profit wasn't at the draw. It was above the draw. So it makes total sense for us to dance around this area a little bit before displacing. So that's why I'm not going break even. Like if my take profit is actually at the draw and we come down this close, like down here where we are right now, and then start reversing, I'll go break even. But with evals, like most of the time, I am setting my limits and I'm walking away. I'm going to the gym, I'm doing some shit. Like I don't like to sit and watch, because then I will try to manage the position. I would just rather just let it do its thing. So, all right, we just passed 2 evals. So that was super easy, super efficient. And once again, it's logically making sense of where does price want to go? Do I have a strong target? And is price going there now? That's all it is. It's not rocket science, guys. It's just looking at where's the momentum, where's my target, can I get a safe entry? Yes, okay, let's take it. No, okay, I should probably stay away. That's all it is. Like, I wouldn't enter some shit like, I wouldn't do some shit like this. Like, no way. There's like, sure, here it might have worked out, but at this point, we're super close to the draw. Very well, we could come retrace into this gap. Well, I'm sure that, yeah, there's a 5-minute up here. We could easily retrace into that 5-minute and then make our way down, hit your draw. And then you get retraced out, but your draw was still right. Like, that is the worst thing that can possibly happen. Like, I'm cool with taking a loss if we just pump up and my draw is invalidated. But if my draw is still validated and we're respecting fair value gaps on the way down and I get stopped, I just fucked up, straight up. So that I'm not cool with. But cool. Okay, so we passed 2 evals. Let's see what else we can get. All right, so we took out that draw. Oh shit. I think all I really have is that daily draw low, which is a really good draw. That daily draw does look really strong. So still be very bearish. I'll mark out these internal lows. Yeah, we're still moving very bearish. Kind of respected this tiny 4-hour, but is that a data high? No, it's not. That's just not a good draw. I want to go a little bit higher. Honestly, I don't like any of these 1 hour draws higher. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably just go lower. Um, 2050. I really don't like the way that pre-market is forming, to be honest with you, but I don't know. I'd really just be interested in shorts. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so this is probably a trade I would take on XFAs too. Like this is perfect. So we came up, we're bearish on the higher time frame, right? We have draws lower, we have a very strong draw even lower with the daily time frame, but market comes up at open, we manipulate higher, retrace into this gap that's somewhat significant, and then a big key tip for you guys on my trades, I love to enter off of solid candle closes. When I mean solid candle close, I mean in the direction where my draw is, there's no wick on the candle. Notice how this is a nice solid rectangle and there's no big wick at the end. That gives me extra confirmation that this is my drawdown here. So we're definitely going to take this. Like this is, if this trade fails, bro, if this trade fails, we got issues. So I'll probably go down to like, I don't know, do something like that. I can't even widen my stop more than that. Yeah, this is, dude, if this doesn't hit, I don't even know. Damn. Okay. Risking 1947 to make 1562. Negative RR, but that's the method. Ooh, that is clean. I probably should have gone break even there. I'm not gonna lie. That was a little bit rough. I got a little bit too cocky, but I mean at this point. Okay, now I'm going break even. Did it not hit? Okay, good. Okay, so this one, I'm not gonna lie, like live market, I don't know. No, I probably wouldn't just because my target wasn't actually the draw. So I'd probably let that one ride. But a little bit sketchy, but nonetheless, I mean, we barely had any drawdown. Like I said, perfect trade. Manipulated higher at market open. Strong draw lower, or really strong draw lower. This was kind of just the internal low. But overall, higher time frame was bearish. Everything about it, just really good eval trade. Like I said, just looking for a good draw with momentum towards that draw. That is it. And my stop is in an area where if that's correct, my stop is not going to get hit. So, and this is the benefit of risking the whole account is you can have a wide stop. We could have danced around in this whole area, but because I have a wide stop, because I'm willing to risk the whole account, if my draw is correct, I'm going to be fine. So that is why I trade them the way I do. So let's go to the next day. I think was that the fifth win we've had. What's my balance on this account? How do I even? I like Mac there. There it is. Okay. So that would be, yeah, that would be the fifth win. Okay. So we need one more for sure. Maybe I'll do a couple more if we get it really quick. I don't know. Yes. Data highs. Give me that. I'd still be more bearish, to be honest with you. But 1 hour is kind of slowing down. We could definitely go up and tag that data high. That would be ideal. But if we're bearish, then I'm totally willing to target that low. Honestly, I'd probably rather see bearish, but data highs is very free. So we'll see what we get. Okay, displacing lower. I would short this if we did not have these data highs. I would short this 100%. I would, but I don't know. It's just such a magnet for price. Like sometimes when we take highs, we like to manipulate first and then go. But if we get like a retrace and then continue lower, I'll take shorts. Exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm not convinced. Now I'm convinced. Okay. Go long. Go to like don't know, here, just in case ES wants to take it. Place order. I should probably go break even. Yeah, I will. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're 6 for 6. 6 for 6. We haven't even gotten to break even yet. It's actually crazy. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't... Like, I do blow account sometimes. But with this method, I pass way more times than I blow the account. You know what I'm saying? Like, not every time you're going to go 6 for 6. Like, I expected... I'm sure we will get a loss, but... It's just, it's that simple. I'm looking for it. A good draw on liquidity with momentum. And with a wide stop like this, like, you should be able to hit 2 negative risk to reward trades. You should be able to do that. If you can't do that, you probably shouldn't get on the funded account. So it really is that easy to do. Like, it really, really is. So, okay, let's, and by the way, like, something that I think is very important, I actually want to go over this real quick. So I entered some shit. It was like this. Did I get lucky with the... Oh, wow. I did get lucky. That's why I'm going below the draw, though, because I don't know what ES is doing. But I want you... I say safe entry a lot, and I want to, like, really get in depth with that. When I say safe entry, what I'm saying is I want my entry to be at a point where my draw is correct, but there's nowhere for price to retrace that stops me out while still having my draw be correct. So in this case right here, my stop is in a point where even on the 5 minute, the 15 minute, there's nowhere, like, we could very well retrace into this big 1 minute gap and then hit the draw, but it'd be fine because my stop is still in a place where it makes it fine if that happens. Like, that's totally okay. We can come down all the way down here, retrace in this gap and hit the draw, and I still win the trade. It would suck and it'd be a little bit of mental suffering, but still, like, that's how trading works. Like, you need to... I see so many people, like, doing some shit like this or what... Like, no, not like that, but you know what I'm saying. I won't let me do it. But putting their stops in places that make no sense, trying to top tick and bottom tick, it's like, no, give your trade room to breathe. If you are biased and your draw is correct, your trade will hit as long as you place your stop in a safe spot. All right, so let's go to... We've already passed 3 evals, so that's pretty sick. What in the hell is this? I'm not trading that. I don't even know what the hell that is. Okay, I'm going to clear the charts a little bit. Okay, so we're still overall higher time frame, still bearish. I'd definitely be willing to target this 4 hour. Looks pretty bullish right now, though, to be honest with you. Ooh, that V-shaped recovery too. Yeah, I might be a bit more bullish. Okay, so yeah, I'd want to target this 4 hour. If we go higher than that, I'd go on the 1 hour. More bullish for sure. If we respect that 15 minute, that's what I want to see. Oh, I'm glad I stayed out of that. I was a little bit, like, if that was a solid candle close, I probably would have entered that. So that's, wow. Dude, what? Probably a nude or something. I don't really see any targets lower, so we're just, unless we just start. Yeah, no, okay. Ooh, this looks good. This looks good. Bro, I'm tripping. All right. That looks really good for longs, actually. I would definitely want to target. These are somewhat equal highs. If the 4 hour would work, that would be sweet. Are we gonna have to suffer without the 4 hour? All right, well, I guess we don't get a 4 hour. I would not want to target lower here though. Yeah. Really? All right, let's see what we get. That looks good. Give me like a bit of a. I'm gonna retrace. I want to retrace with strength. Okay, this is just chop. What is this? Next day. Okay, once it, okay, super bullish. Man, it really does not want me to use the 4 hour. That's actually so cooked. Ooh, did we leave behind that? It's gotta be like some sort of data high, right? We are in this fair value gap, but like, I guess we could target down here. No, I'd be super bullish. I would need to see a lot of displacement. Yeah, so ideally we target this high. If we can get a clean flip up, I'll take longs. Wow. For real? I mean, that's really strong displacement. I'll take. We're gonna go shorts. We're gonna go shorts. Because I feel like we are a little bit overextended long wise. I could definitely see us coming down, but I'm gonna put my stop in a spot so where if I am wrong, then the trade is actually wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I guess not that big. Do something like that, and then target like. I don't want to be too. I don't know, something like that should be fine. Wait, can I get stopped on this? Is there any gaps we want to retrace? No, there's not. Okay. Oh no. Okay, so that one was a bit more sketchy. I think that was probably the worst trade in the recap session so far, just because it was against the high time frame bias, and a big thing I look for in evals is continuing the high time frame trend. But when I see a 5-minute close like that, and we're displacing that heavy, I gotta take my chances with that draw. So little bit sketchy, but it hit, so that's good. Okay, I'll probably take one more win because we would have fast 4 evals, but I'm due for a loss 100%. So I guess we'll see what we end up getting. Okay, I could just go until I take a loss because it's gonna happen. Dude, why can't I use the 4 hour? That's so stupid. We're a little bit too close to that draw by the time I like got confirmation. I don't know. I don't like the draws too much here, but I am a coffee and sparkling water addict, by the way. It's like really bad. Ew, this does not look good. Maybe. It's very rangy though. Risk to reward's not there. 1 minute's chopped. I'm good on that. I'm good on that too. I'm not gonna lie. Ah, dude. Actually, this is just not good. Like, what is that? Is that data? It's not even data. We don't even have data. This looks terrible. I'm gonna skip that day too. Okay. All right. That's better. That's better. That's better. Okay. So would be a little bit more bullish. We're starting to displace through this daily gap. I would definitely want to see this high get taken. Pretty obvious draws today, so that's nice. So let's see what we want to do. I don't like that. It's not bad, but it's like, I don't know. I guarantee we do nothing the rest of the day. Yeah, okay. That's all right. Okay. Right. All right, so we're definitely too close to that draw. I wouldn't target that. This draw, however, is really clean. I would definitely want to see that get taken. Ooh. Took up first draw. No, my risk to reward is just not going to be there. Because the problem is, like, I would totally bet my life on this draw getting taken, but it's like, if I take something, and once again, ES might take, there's just, I can't, because we could very well come back down, respect a gap, and take the draw, and it's like, my trade's not invalidated, but I lose the trade, which is the worst thing ever. So I'm not going to do that, but let's see if we do get a retrace. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. The thing is, I don't have ES pulled up, so I can't see if we took the draw or not. So, yeah. So, do we have anything else? Not being able to see the 4 hours is tough. Ooh, hold on. I need a good retrace and a strong flip. No. Like, I know we didn't end up taking it. At least, we probably will. I don't know. Something like this. I was probably a little bit hesitant on it, but something like once we displace through that first draw, something like that is honestly probably fine, because it doesn't make sense for us to, like, you're giving yourself room with that whole 5 minute gap. Like, yeah, that would be fine. But I was a little bit hesitant. That's okay. All right. Don't like whatever's going on there. Lots of stacked lows, though. Lots of stacked lows. Very close. I'd really want to see those lows get taken. So this could work off of open, but I do not like. I don't enter on the first candle of market open. I will never ever do that. And entering pre-market, I have to either be at break even or out of my position by the time market opens. Because the problem is your draw can be 100% correct. You can have the right bias, the right entry, everything. But that first market open candle, it'll wake you out most of the time. And it's the worst. So I'm going to avoid it. Well, okay, we would have gotten edged terribly. This probably goes higher. I just don't have a good draw higher. Like that draw was created pre-market. That draw was created at 7:30. I don't like that at all. All right. Unless we displace. If we displace, I'll take something. No, I don't like that. Next session. This is a good drawdown here. Can't see the 4 hour. That's tough. I would be a little bit more short biased. This low is really obvious in my opinion. Higher, we don't have too much. Yeah, I'd really just want to see shorts, to be honest. Okay, that looks really good. I'm going to take that. That's a little bit far from the draw, honestly. But once again, logically speaking, it does not make sense. We came up, I guess we kind of invalid. I don't know. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make logical. If this is the draw, if this draw is correct, and this is a very good draw in my opinion, like it just doesn't make sense for us to come back up here. So that's my thought process behind that trade. That is beautiful. That should definitely hit. Oh yeah, that's super clean. Super clean. 30 eval. Okay, that's a really unfortunate break even. However, I could definitely re-enter this if we get a flip. Or not. That's so unfortunate. I mean, we are ranging, I guess. What time is it? 10:40. Yeah, I'll go next day. What day? It's the 27th. We've taken what? That would be 3 evals in one trade. Okay, so we've won 7 trades. We went break even with that one. I just need one more before the month ends. I mean, I'll go into the next month if I have to, but I want to pass one more. So, just need one more trade. Ooh, data. Give me that. Oh, is the high taken? Okay, high's already taken, but low is intact. I would definitely want to see data lows get taken. Higher time frame bias is a little bit sketchy. I'd probably be a little bit more short bias, to be honest. Be a little bit more short. But we did take out that low. I don't know. Bias isn't that clear. I would just want to see, like, if I get clean displacement towards data low, I will take that all day. But in terms of, like, draws higher, I don't know, I guess that's kind of far. Yeah, I don't really know. I guess I could use this draw. Daily anything? That's kind of a trash draw, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Sometimes these data lows go quick, so. Alright. I don't think we're gonna take data low. It's actually. Do we really? The thing is, I'm not like. The bias is not confident higher time frame, so I'd want to see like very obvious. Like I want to see a pullback of some sort. Okay, that's good. Okay. Now we've tapped a 15-minute. What time is it though? Okay, so what time? Give me one more. Okay, yeah, that's solid. That's solid. Go a little bit lower than the draw. Okay. So idea behind this trade, we have tapped the 15-minute gap. We have respected it. We tapped the 5-minute gap. We respected it. And overall, like if data lows was our draw, we would have taken that earlier in the day. The only possible draw higher that we could have are these highs right here. And we're having very heavy displacement respecting all bullish PD arrays. Like I would bet that we would come up here before we go lower. So I'm willing to put risk on that, and hopefully it hits because this would be the last trade, and this would probably be the cleanest backtesting session of all time. But yeah, let's run it. Oh, look at that. 1501, 1940. That's perfect. Give it to me. Nah, I wouldn't have gone break even. That's fine. Give it to me. Pause. Let's go. 4 evals passed, and I didn't even blow one. 4 evals passed. That's crazy. I wanted to go over a loss too, so I actually think I'm just gonna roll with this until I lose one, because that's like kind of ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean that overall, that trade, very obvious, not super obvious draw, but decent draw on liquidity. Super obvious directional buy. And that's the biggest thing, you guys, is I am looking for just where is the market just telling me it's wanting to pump towards? What fair value gaps are being respected? Which ones aren't? And if I have a draw, can I get a safe entry to that draw without getting retraced on? That is it. That's all the sauce. That's all you need to know to pass evals. And risk the whole thing. I know it can be scary at first, not having a stop. I totally get it. But you have to realize that if you were to set a stop, some of these trades that I've taken would have gotten stopped out. And then I'd be down on the eval instead of up. So you have to look at it that way as well. But we'll go to, it's at the end of the month too. I passed 4 evals in the month. It's actually pretty sweet. So we'll go to the next session. Like I gotta have an L in here at least somewhere. Okay, so very, very, very bullish. Starting to slow down a little bit, I guess. Wait, is that tapped the gap? Yeah, I mean, that's the only It's the only bearish draw I would have. Higher. Yeah, I don't really like this. Ooh. Risk reward's not going to be there. Okay, next day. Okay. Very obvious draw. Very, very obvious. We're just so close to it, so it's probably going to get taken quick, but... Oh, we have great draws higher, actually. Oh, this is really nice, actually. This looks really, really good. So I definitely want to see that first draw get taken, but... Is that a 1 minute candle? That's crazy. This is what I'm talking about when I say the market open candle. This is why I don't enter on it. Yeah, like what is that? This is awful. Do I even have anything lower to target? I would not target lower here. Like we can flush, but I'm not gonna. For real? I might have been too married to the bullish bias. Okay, yeah, that's unfortunate, but wow. Ranging like curry. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the next day. Wow, we really wanted to dump. I'm glad I skipped because I would have been very bullish once again, but very obvious draw lower now. I'd be very bearish. Another obvious bearish draw. OCD. All right, let's see. Let's see if I get an entry towards that draw. It's perfect amount of points away, about 130. Ooh. Give me a little bit more though. Give me that. Do something more like that. Yeah, that looks good. Perfect. Make sure I can't get retraced on. So yeah, even if we want to come up into this 5 minute gap, I'm still protected. Like that's my idea behind this. And actually I have room to move this up a little bit more too. Yeah, that's good. Something like that's better. 15 minute. Even if we want to come to the 15 minute, that's fine too. So we'll go break even just because we're slowing down a lot. Did it hit? I think it hit. Did that stop me out? Did that stop me? I think it stopped me at break even. I was at 62K. Oh, it's so, what? I mean, that's really unfortunate. I'm pretty sure that just stopped me out, but I think what is I don't know if it stopped me or not. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to what my P&L was. Actually, no, it definitely did because I've passed 4 accounts. 1,500, yeah, 12K, yeah, definitely stopped me out. That's crazy, but not an L. So we continue the session. And I'm definitely not gonna get. Wait, do I have any more draws lower? Ooh, I do. I'm gonna stay on. Nope. Okay. Super obvious bullish draw. Wouldn't really want to target lower after that sweep. Yeah, I really only want to go higher on this. Is this data? Never mind. Glad I was paying attention. Let's see what we get. Ooh, data lows would be awesome. I'm going to wait for a little bit more confirmation on this. That's why we wait. If I can put my stop, if it works to where I can put it below this 15-minute gap, then I'll take it. But I don't think it will. No, see, it's not safe. Like, we could very well come back down, retrace me out, and then continue. But retracing the gap. What do we do? Okay. So, yeah, I didn't take that because it just wasn't a safe entry. Like, we very well could have came down to the gap, retraced me out, and then hit. So let's go. Okay. Now I definitely want to see that draw get taken. Pretty quick, too. Respecting these gap. Yeah, it looks good. Do I give the open candle a shot? There's nowhere for else to read. I'm going to give that a shot just because the draw is very, very clean. No, give me one more. I am so glad I stayed out of it. That's crazy. See, this is what I'm talking about with the open candle. Oh. All right. That's crazy. Ooh, if we get a clean flip. Taking that for sure. Any 5-minute gaps or anything? Ooh, we're in all these gaps right here. No, we're invalidating the 1 hour. Is it almost 10? 9:45. Okay, this trade's a little bit sketchier, but I'm definitely, I'm still confident. I'll probably go break even a little bit quicker on this one. But I feel like this backtesting session has been going on forever. But it is insightful, I'll say that for sure. I'm risking 2,100 on that? Really? Oh, okay. All right, there it is. That is unfortunate, but overall, I think very good backtesting session. That was honestly a lot smoother than I thought it was going to go. The reason this trade failed, by the way, is like I was saying, we're in all these high time frame gaps. Higher time frame is bullish, but I was willing to. We were on a bit of a streak, so I was willing to give it a stab. But yeah, kind of unfortunate. We're probably gonna go take this draw, or maybe not. Maybe it was just a terrible day. But I hope what you took away from this is I probably said the same thing probably about 20 times. It is as simple as no stop loss. You're risking 2K to make 1,500. You're looking for 2 negative RR trades. That is all it takes. 2 negative RR trades, and you're just looking for a good draw on liquidity, momentum towards that draw. And before you take your entry, you're looking on the 5 and the 15 minute to make sure that you can't get retraced on, and then it takes the draw. That's all you need. If you can follow all those basic tenets, you will pass your evals. I promise you. Now, you might blow a couple first. I blow evals sometimes, but it's fine because then I buy more and then I pass those. It's a lot better than taking weeks and months in order to pass these. Like this is, I mean, looking at the method we just used, 90.91% win rate, 11 total trades, one loser in 11 trades. And all I was looking for is a safe spot to put my stop with momentum towards a good draw on liquidity. That's it. That's all it takes. I mean, beautiful. And sure, is it negative RR? Yes. But it does. Even if you were trading this way on XFAs, you'd still probably you'd get 2 payouts by now, which is crazy. So give this a shot. Don't be scared about not setting a stop. If you blow an eval, it's fine. It is totally fine. Just make sure you're only buying enough evals to where you're comfortable with buying a few more, because that's going to make it so much more stress-free when you're trading them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to get more on a YouTube grind because I do like making these videos. I've just been doing some other stuff lately and haven't gotten around to it. But if you want to join my Discord, it's completely free. There's a link to that in the description. I post my bias every morning, trade reviews. I commentate throughout Market Open sometimes, but just a cool community to be a part of. So feel free to click the link and join that. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys.